The backstory is I suffer from ulcerative colitis. I was diagnosed when I was 17, just as I was getting into cycling, and got diagnosed with it, and I was like, okay, well I have this lifelong condition, let's look up cyclists with it, and no one came up. Well, you kind of look at it as a young cyclist and go, well, if no one's doing it, then maybe it can't be done. And I was like, no, it can, but someone needs to show it.
This hour record has been sort of on the back burner for about a year. We talked about it in February, we talked about it in March, we talked about it in April, and then come the summer, it was like, let's set a date.
Everything has been done by him. He's basically solely organised this thing, has been training for it full time, is working full time as well, and he's doing brilliantly. It's been a long time in the making, and today it's just all finally come together, and we hope it goes great.
Coach is ready, bike's ready, Nico's ready. And he's off. He's holding steady at about 46.1 kilometers an hour just now. He's going to have to move it up at some point, but he's looking really, really solid at the minute. We're just coming towards the 10-minute mark now. His speed is rising almost with every lap. His speed, he's holding at about 46.2 at the minute. Now is the time that he will be suffering. He'll be struggling, but he's pushing on. He's doing really well. Just a wee shake of the head from him there. I think he's going through the mill now, but any encouragement that we can offer him is really appreciated. You're seeing the same thing that we are. He has had to pull up. I don't know if he's got an equipment issue or what, but he's had to abandon his attempt. I think everyone's sort of feeling the same thing at the minute. We're gutted for Nico, but don't let the fact that he's not finished take away from what he's tried to do and the amount of awareness that he has raised today for Crohn's and Colitis UK. That's the main point of the record, and that's what he's set out to do, and he's done that brilliantly.
Went to bed last night, had an okay sleep, and then woke up this morning and my gut wasn't good. I sort of told myself that it was just a fluke. I'd get on the track and it would be fine, but got into the first 10 laps and I kind of just knew.
He started off really well on pace, on track, and then just around the 20-minute mark he started shaking his head, but he still kept going, did his absolute best until he couldn't give any more.
And as soon as I saw the head shake come from, which is not very aero, shaking your head in that position, I thought something's not quite right.
It feels like someone's blocked up your fuel tank and you just can't put out what you can. It still feels as easy, but you just don't have the energy to put it out. And everything just kind of crumbled from there. Probably very on brand that it happened the way it did. Colitis stopped me, but the whole thing is proving what can be done, so screw it, we'll do it again. Not today, but I think sometime in New Year we'll come back.
Yes, I think it's well within his capabilities. It should have been well within his capabilities today to put a big chunk on that record. But the stars have to align for Nico a wee bit more than perhaps they have to align for some of the rest of us. And it just didn't happen today.
I refuse to let this beat me. So probably this evening I'll be emailing people, figuring out when we can feasibly go for it next, have a good run up before it. But I think the key difference is I'll just hand it over to my team and they can organise it. I'll just turn up on the day and pedal. It was the gut holding me back, but I refused to let it stop me. So I'll be back and we'll smash it.